This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Peter Dubois.
And I'm Beth Jones. First tonight, there have been multiple drownings recorded across the state of Maine this summer, 2 in just the last couple of weeks.
Our Grace Blanchard spoke with game wardens about how people can stay safe and avoid dangerous situations.
I mean, people are getting out and swimming and boating, and we want to continue to try to have, not have these tragedies, and have a good, safe summer, and not make somebody's vacation, end with tragedy.
With the recent drownings recorded in Maine this summer, game wardens are urging people to step up and to take the safety precautions to prevent incidents like this from occurring across the state.
It's hard because I know before I was a game warden, I always didn't wear a life jacket, but I see the outcome of something if you go overboard or what can happen.
Game Warden Rick Willett was part of the dive team that recovered the body of a man who drowned in Union on Saturday and responded to the incident in Hancock involving the drowning of a 16-year-old boy last week.
The incidents that we've happened so far have been kind of isolated. The child that passed away in Deer Lake had a medical event, so it's not like, it's how are you going to prevent that? And water is very unforgiving. If you have a medical event, or something happens in the water, it's not like you can just stand up if you're especially if you're over your head.
And although it seems like there's been a significant amount of incidents involving drowning, game wardens say this is unfortunately nothing out of the ordinary.
By pure numbers, people that go to the water, there's going to be incidents, just like there's always going to be a car accident on the road, right?
But he says there are safety precautions that can and should be taken.
Wear a life jacket if you're not a strong swimmer. If you are a strong swimmer, have some safety contingencies. Swim with other people. Have other people around you. Maybe even throw some throwable stuff out there. So in case there is an incident, you can grab a floaty or a tube or something that is just there in case if an incident does happen and someone is struggling.
In Herman, Grace Blanchard, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
A death over the weekend in Madison has now been ruled a homicide. Maine State Police spokesperson Shannon Moss says 57-year-old Mark Trabue of Anson was discovered deceased inside his vehicle on Saturday around 8 p.m. Now, the State Police Major Crimes Unit responded, and the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner in Augusta ruled the death a homicide on Sunday following an autopsy. Moss says there is no ongoing threat to the public, and additional details will be released at a later date.
A grand jury has charged 67-year-old Paul DeForest with 1 count of criminal solicitation of arson while he was an inmate in Hancock County Jail. Court documents provided by the Maine Attorney General's office allege that on December 16th of 2022, DeForest tried to get fellow inmate Michael Robbins to commit arson. It's unclear what the target of that arson might have been. DeForest was already in jail in connection with the shooting death of Eva Cox back in January of 2022. Solicitation to commit arson is punishable by up to 10 years in prison. DeForest was later moved to Washington County Jail, where he's being held without bail on a murder charge.
Well, Belfast community members are outraged after learning that a local organization dedicated to supporting veterans and other acts of philanthropy has seen incidents of theft and vandalism. Our A.J. Douglas spoke to the leader of the Post, who expressed shock and disappointment over these negative incidents.
This trailer is used to collect bottle donations for the Belfast veterans of foreign wars. Post leaders were highly disappointed after finding a trailer identical to this one stolen.
It just doesn't make sense. We do so much in the community. We partner with all kinds of groups.
VFW members were upset after finding that around $300 worth of bottles had been stolen from one of the community donation trailers. Days following this alleged theft, Post members were again shocked and saddened to find the monument that sits on 2 Footbridge Road had been vandalized.
The flags were taken down. The POW MIA flag was put on upside down, and then the American flag was tied in knots and put back up on the flagpole.
after the most recent theft on Sunday when an assailant took off with an $1,100 trailer and an estimated $500 worth of bottle donations. That makes 3 incidents in less than 2 weeks. Roberts says the post feels targeted. Detective for the Belfast Police Department, Damian Leffert, says the community is standing by the VFW.
A lot of tips have been coming forward and people have been great about it. I really appreciate it. This organization does so much for the community. I'm just really sad that someone went to the length to steal from this organization.
Roberts has a message for whomever is responsible for the theft and monument vandalism.
Why? Why? I mean, if you needed a hand, if you needed some help, just come talk to us. You don't have to steal from us.
Anyone with information about these stolen trailers should reach out to the Belfast Police Department. In Belfast, I'm AJ Douglas for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Maine State Police are increasing trooper patrols thanks to a grant from the Maine Bureau of Highway Safety. The grant allows for extra troopers to periodically be added to patrol shifts to focus on impaired and distracted driving, seatbelt enforcement, and speeding. These extra patrols usually take place during holidays or special events when more drivers are typically on the road.
We may only stop one car, but in the course of that traffic stop, 100 other people might drive past us in that. During that moment, so those people see that the troopers are out and they might take an opportunity to look down at their speed. If they're headed to a place that's serving alcohol, if they saw that troopers had somebody pull over on the way there, they might make a different choice.
Trooper Fleming says he believes the current increase of troopers is helping to keep drivers safe.
In other news tonight, mosquito activity is picking up, and the Maine CDC is urging Mainers to take precautions. Here in Maine, mosquitoes spread several different diseases, including West Nile virus. The CDC says many people show no symptoms, but some experience mild flu-like symptoms like fever, headache, and weakness. Others, though, experience severe symptoms, including vomiting, speech difficulties, neck stiffness, confusion, and seizures. If untreated, some infections can lead to death. The Maine CDC says the best protection is to prevent mosquito bites. They recommend wearing long sleeves and long pants, as well as using an EPA-approved mosquito repellent. They suggest using screens on windows and doors and draining any standing water. You can visit the CDC website for more information there. It's a very timely reminder. You know, I think sometimes people get really focused on ticks.
Right.
And they forget about mosquitoes, but mosquitoes can definitely cause you problems too.
Absolutely. Yeah, just really, there's so much out there when it comes to insect, tick, borne illness and disease that we just need to be aware of and take those preventative steps.
And they're pretty easy too.
Exactly.
Alrighty, folks, let's go ahead and get a first check of our forecast and see what's coming our way weather-wise.
All right, thank you very much. Happy Monday. Your first weather is brought to you by North Ellsworth Flea Market, which, by the way, is now open. And let's talk about a couple of showers and thunderstorms across our region tonight, which could bring us some locally heavy rainfall again. In fact, here's the radar, and there's a lot going on just to the west of us right now. This is all sliding in this direction. Now, it is beginning to fall apart as it does so, but still expect some locally heavy rainfall tonight. The severe weather threat, though, is very low with some thunder and lightning in there as well. Rainfall looks like this, so generally a ½ inch, if not more. But again, this is not the only one. There's more behind this, likely into the weekend and beyond. Our forecast then tonight, though, we're talking about scattered showers and a couple of thunderstorms out there. Nothing severe, but locally heavy rainfall with low temperatures down in the 60s. Your full forecast is coming up.
All right, and we'll have more details to come.
Indeed.
And still to come on ABC 7 News at 6. There's a new area program that aims to help families with their little bundles of joy.
And Good Shepherd Food Bank is looking to get the word out about their commodity supplemental food program. Those stories and more coming up.
It's the Toyota Summer Savings Event featuring trucks from the longest-lasting brand, Toyota. Right now, you could save up to $1,900 with 3.99% financing on a four-wheel drive Tacoma. Toyota, let's go places.
Some things are worth waiting for. Something reliable, something loyal, something long-lasting. A 6-year warranty? Coyote's got that. One machine for all the dirty work? Count on Coyote. Coyote won't break your heart, and Whittemore & Sons got the deals that won't break the bank. So quit swiping and settling for less. Slide into Whittemore & Sons and be treated like family by a family who cares. 257 Waterville Road, Skowhegan.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily Jardiance at each day start. As time went on, it was easy to see I'm lowering my A1C.
Jardiance works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death too. Jardiance may cause serious side effects, including ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration that can lead to sudden worsening of kidney function, and genital yeast or urinary tract infections. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. And don't take it if you're on dialysis. Taking Jardiance with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Jardiance is really swell, the little pill with the big story to tell.
At Firehouse Subs, we give you craveable subs that are piping hot and piled high. And a portion of every purchase helps give them the life-saving equipment they need. Order online or on the app for contactless pickup or delivery. Only at Firehouse Subs.
Finding the right vehicle for you and your family can be a daunting task. At Varney Buick GMC, our expert staff is here to make the journey as painless as possible. Our goal is to get you and your family in a vehicle that will best fit into your lifestyle. Communication is key, and our team makes sure to be completely transparent throughout the process, informing you on all of your options. Come experience Varney value, only at Varney Buick GMC.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
Welcome back. In the latest wave of retail bankruptcies, Christmas tree shops are closing across the country as the company filed for bankruptcy this past May. According to an announcement on Friday from Hilco Merchant Resources, that's the company handling the liquidation, Maine's Scarborough, Augusta, and Bangor locations are all among the many scheduled to close. The Bangor location has already begun its closing sale. Once the doors officially closed, the only remaining businesses in the complex will be Harbor Freight Tools and Katahdin Trust Bank. It's unclear when the location will close for good.
A new project between Helping Hands with Heart and Heart of Maine United Way is looking to provide help for the newest members of Maine families. Known as Bundle, the program distributes free care boxes to every family with a new baby in the Maine Highlands region. Inside each box, families will find 2 toys, a book, and resources for what babies need during development, especially early development. Bundle organizer Matthew Donahue says he hopes these boxes will benefit first-time families.
Having a baby is a difficult change in your life, and that does not matter what your economic or background may be. It's a challenging time, and there's no playbook, there's no manual. So being able to provide bundle boxes to give people access to resources and give them high-quality tools, books, toys, and support is just going to be something that we think makes a real difference for families and moms and caregivers in Piscataquis County.
Donahue says new families can expect to get these boxes through their health care provider.
The Good Shepherd Food Bank of Maine is getting the word out about its efforts to help older Mainers access nutritious food. Today, the food bank held an event to raise awareness about the Commodity Supplemental Food Program, or CSFP, which supplies seniors with healthy food provided by the USDA. The monthly program provides eligible Mainers over the age of 60 with about 30 pounds of shelf-stable food. The boxes include a variety of canned fruits, vegetables, grains, and protein. Volunteer Engagement Coordinator Gina Binghams credits the food bank's partners and volunteers across the state for the program's success.
We use our network of over 600 partners throughout the state of Maine to help distribute these boxes. But we're also looking for folks that can come and just share skills with us too. It's not just packing boxes as far as volunteering here. We are looking for folks that have special skills to give any organization.
Last year, Good Shepherd packed more than 68,000 boxes. This year, they're looking to help even more people. To learn more about how to volunteer or check your eligibility, you can visit gsfb.org. So there's some great programs out there helping Mainers across the state in different situations.
And we hear all the time about the increasing demand for food banks and charity organizations. So you just hope that, you know, all of those donations are getting out there to the folks who need them, and that folks realize what's available for them. That's a big hurdle.
Yeah, and it's great to see there's also an emphasis on nutrition within those food boxes. They're not just giving away food, but they're giving away
hearty, important food.
Exactly. Yeah.
Alrighty, well, still to come on ABC 7 News at 6. Our Jody Hersey takes us to a beloved Bangor woman's surprise 100th birthday party.
And in sports, Maine baseball second baseman Quinn McDaniel heard his name called in the MLB draft today. We'll have that story right after the break.
The industry-first 2-in-1 removable agitator from Whirlpool gives you 2 ways to wash. Jeans, in. Sweaters, out. Towels, in. Comforters, out. You decide. Whirlpool.
Key Appliance, we hold the key to savings.
Trident Medical is hosting a free faith-based, non-denominational Kids Day Camp August 5th from 2 to 8 p.m. 447 Main Road, Carmel. Experienced camp counselors, crafts, face painting, games, and food will be provided. Pre-registration is required.
If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma or asbestos-related lung cancer, contact the law offices of Joe Bornstein to learn about your legal rights. Maine has the highest rate of mesothelioma fatalities in the U.S. You may be eligible to receive compensation if you were exposed to asbestos products while working in a shipyard, mill, factory, or construction site. For a free case evaluation, dial 207-CALL-JOE or online at joebornstein.com.
The first ever Mazda CX-50, purpose-built for the outdoors. With our most advanced driving technology for responsive, consistent performance, on-road and off, that entices you to go further, more often.
Find your new Mazda today at Varney Mazda, 260 Hogan Road in Bangor, and discover what Varney value is all about.
Hi, my name is Terry Smith, or Dr. T. I'm president of New England Bible College and Seminary. We're located in Bangor and South Portland. We prepare people for God's call on their lives. We want them to know Jesus. We believe he's more than a man, because that would make him just a liar or a lunatic. We believe he is God. So if you want more information, give us a call at 947-1665 or visit us at nebc.edu.
You want to learn more about God, about the Bible, this is a good opportunity for you to come and learn. God bless you.
On the Road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from Pittsfield, is sponsored by Varney Chevrolet, proud to be your trusted hometown dealer, serving the communities of Pittsfield, Newport, and beyond. Come experience Varney value. Coastal Auto Parts, your local Napa Auto Parts dealer, with 29 locations, owned and operated by a Maine family that cares. And University of Maine Early College, tuition-free online courses for high school students. umaine.edu/early college.
Put a little more cash in your bank. Save money with half-off deals at foxbangor.com.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. Well, some big news today from the state of Maine in the Major League Baseball draft. Day 2 of the draft featured round 3 through 10, and before we even finished round 5, 2 Maine natives heard their names called. First off the board, being selected in the 4th round of the Kansas City Royals, South Portland native Hunter Owens. Owens, a left-handed pitcher out of Vanderbilt. He made 12 starts this year, striking out 17, and opponents only hit .219 off of him. And then, when we head to the 5th round out of Eliot, Maine, and the University of Maine, Black Bears second baseman Quinn McDaniel was picked by the San Francisco Giants with the 153rd overall pick. Quinn finishing up his junior season by leading Maine to a conference championship. He hit .354 in 192 at-bats with 16 homers and set a conference record with 60 walks. So, after the Giants made that decision, we were able to catch up with Maine baseball head coach Nick Durba. Durba recruited Quinn out of Marshwood High School 4 years ago and has spent the last 3 as his head coach. He says he's not shocked at all. And after his sophomore season, they were actually preparing for Quinn to sign with an MLB team this year. As for Quinn, the player, Durba says he is everything you want in a guy, and even offered some high praise in the form of comparison.
Well, the guy in himself has been
but everything you asked for. All he did was work hard and just get better and just be a really good teammate. He's got the ability to be a Craig Biggio type player. That's you don't say that stuff lightly. That's a Hall of Famer. He's a different level of baseball player, and I think he can do some things that not a lot of people can do.
Craig Biggio is a compliment. I prefer Dustin Pedroia. Durba is a guy who has been here before. He rose through the minor league ranks all the way to AAA ball as a catcher with the St. Louis Cardinals, and he sent a few players to the pros too, most notable Jeremy Pena. So in terms of Quinn, pro baseball is going to be the perfect environment for him to really reach his full potential.
In a way, pro baseball is easier. In a way, it's harder. Right? He's gonna get to his potential because all he's doing is playing baseball and lifting. And a guy that likes to work and that takes care of himself off the field will have a leg up.
All right, wishing him the best of luck. We will hear from Quinn tonight. Let's move on now to some basketball. Man United had a really great week down at Peach Jam, falling in the last second of the championship game to the top overall team, Knight Riders Elite. And after beating them in pool play, though, and after some top-notch performances, Newport's ace flag, not Cooper, started to see some attention. Per his Twitter account on Sunday, just hours after the championship game, George Washington University came calling for the rising junior. At Peach Jam, Flag averaged just under 15 points per game. Ace had 2 20-point outings. He was huge in some games for Maine United, notched a couple of double-doubles too. Very efficient from the field, shot over 58%, and also big on the defensive end, especially in that win over Knight Riders in pool play. Very deserving offer for Ace, and more to come for him and the rest of the guys with Maine United. They really put themselves out on the map this week. Wishing them all the best of luck in the future. That's all the time we have for sports. Here's Jeff Weller with your full 5-day forecast. Jeff?
Here we go. Your full weather is brought to you by Key Appliance Sales Service for major brands including GE, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Speed Queen, and more. We hold the key to savings, and we seemingly cannot turn off the faucet around here. More rain in the forecast for us tonight and into tomorrow. We'll likely get a break tomorrow night and into parts of Wednesday and Thursday, but overall a wet forecast still ahead with more rain in the forecast after tonight and tomorrow. Looking outside now, lots of cloud cover and some sprinkles around, but there's heavier rain showers just back off to our west. That's all heading in this direction. So another soaking rainfall for us in the forecast tonight, which will likely linger into early parts of tomorrow morning. Let's walk it through. So here's this evening, showers and a couple of thunderstorms in here, all non-severe, but these red areas are locally heavy rainfall pockets that'll swing through tonight. And then we should clear out for much of tomorrow afternoon, and then looking pretty good for tomorrow into Wednesday morning before our next system gets going and brings us some more scattered showers late Wednesday into Thursday. But there will be a long break in there through much of tomorrow into Wednesday afternoon. The rainfall looks like this. So between now and Wednesday, early Wednesday morning, we're talking maybe another half-inch of rainfall, but a couple of you, if you get under a heavier thunder shower tonight, could easily see an inch plus of rainfall, which could lead to some localized flooding across our region once again. And this is not the only one, right? So here we are with system 1 is right here, another one across the Great Lakes, and there's more actually after the west. They're all kind of lined up here. So our wet spring and wet summer continues with more rainfall in the forecast for us. And then, though, we're going to crank up the heat again. Not so much tomorrow, but for Wednesday, if we get some sunshine, we will. We could likely jack up temperatures into the upper 80s, even a couple low 90s, and incredibly humid on Wednesday afternoon. High temperatures today, though, 77 Millinocket, 74 here in Bangor, 67 Bar Harbor. We had some sunshine over here. All rain showers back up to our west, kept temperatures down there. That's sliding in our direction overnight tonight. The wind out of the east around 5 miles per hour, 10 at times. Not a big factor tonight. It actually could die down a bit tonight, and that could give us some dense fog, likely after midnight. So our forecast ends tonight, though. Looking at showers and a couple of thunderstorms out there. Again, non-severe, but some locally heavy rainfall in there with low temperatures down near 63 and incredibly humid. For tomorrow, okay, here we go. Scattered showers and a couple of storms in there, primarily before noon, I would say. Look for high temperatures near 75 with a southeast breeze around 5. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows tomorrow 75, so a bit cooler, rain-cooled air tomorrow. Wednesday, though, up near 90, a couple of thunderstorms throughout the afternoon. And there's Thursday looking pretty good Thursday, followed by a bit cooler over the weekend there, and probably some more showers and storms in the forecast for us late Friday into Saturday.
Dang, well, we're definitely going to need to keep an eye on Wednesday and keep keep hydrated all day and keep cool.
Yeah, you can't forget, you stay hydrated, stay in the air conditioning if you're somebody who's really sensitive to heat. You know, it's just, we definitely have some high temperatures coming our way.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, folks, well, there's still more local news to come as well. Stay with us.
It's the Toyota Summer Savings Event, featuring cars from the longest-lasting brand, Toyota. You've been waiting for a new Toyota, so now's the time. Come and get it. Right now, you could save up to $1,600 with affordable 3.99% financing on an all-wheel drive Camry. And every Camry comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance and more. The Toyota Summer Savings Event at your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters. So come and get it. Toyota, let's go places.
Harris Lumber is locally owned and has been serving the Pequot region for more than 50 years. See them for all your projects, big or small. Customer service is their #1 priority. And with a full line of lumber and hardware items, they can also deliver to your job site. Harris Lumber, Milo.
Should I be selling right now? I gotta get a bigger place. What's my house worth? What do you think? What's my house really worth? That's pretty good. How do I buy a house?
What if I don't have time to see it in person?
What is going on with this housing market?
You have questions. We can take the guesswork out of that. Contact a RE/MAX collaborative agent today. We service all of Maine.
With AAA insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
This week, the critical NATO summit. President Biden and world leaders discuss Ukraine's future, plus what the inflation report signals for interest rates and prices. More Americans turn to the most watched program on television. World News Tonight with David.
Finally tonight, a lot can happen in a century, and no one knows that better than Mary Hunter of Bangor. We first introduced you to this 99-year-old volunteer and avid crafter back in January. Well, over the weekend, she turned 100 years old, and our Jody Hersey was invited to her surprise birthday party.
Folks from near and far lined the halls of Searsport High as they awaited the arrival of the guest of honor, 100-year-old Mary Hunter. Happy birthday, dear Mary. Hunter was born on July 9, 1923 in Georgia and moved to Maine decades ago. During her lifetime, she's become a local celebrity, well known for volunteering at area nursing homes and hospice and sharing her love of crafting with students of all ages.
You can't go anywhere within Waldo County or Bangor that someone knows who she is or knows of her.
Relatives, friends, and community members all gathered at Searsport High School in order to celebrate 100-year-old Mary Hunter over the weekend. Many in attendance came to share with Mary just how much she means to them.
She was born during segregation, and just the life that she's led and the people that she has touched, specifically ours with, taking my mom in, and just incredible all around.
I've known her since I was about 5 years old, starting school at Smith School in Winterport. She used to come to the school and teach us arts and crafts. She's a great lady.
Hunter says this party was truly unexpected.
This is a surprise of my life.
I didn't dream of this. Although we had surprised before, but this is one I'll never forget.
The birthday girl even serenaded her own guests by playing the spoons with 2 other musicians. Hunter says she plans to keep celebrating life each and every day.
Some people fib about the age. They don't want you to know it, but me, I'm happy to be living and alive.
In Searsport, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
You know, even more than that 100-year milestone, if you get to whatever point in your life and you mean that much to your community, you have done something right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just love her spirit and her energy and, I mean, just everything about her.
I think you want to join that band, too.
I think I do, too.
Yeah.
She's really got some great rhythm there still. I love it.
I could listen to that all day.
Yeah, me too.
All righty, folks. Well, that is going to do it for us. From everyone here at ABC 7, take care and have a great night.
Good night, everyone.